when you walked out of that hearing, were you satisfied with what they told you?
Well, that first hearing was an open hearing. And so when I walked out, I still had a number of questions that were outstanding. And some of them, they asked that I wait until the closed door session in the classified briefing. So I guess I was in suspense.
Now, have the classified briefings happened, the closed session?
Yes, they happened that same day, later on in the day.
Anything you can tell us about that? I mean, was it interesting or more interesting than the open briefing?
It was fascinating. I have to say, I have not been to hearings like that in my 6 years in Congress. And arguably, there haven't been hearings like that for 50 years. So it was really an incredible set of hearings.
Now, the possibility of further hearings, is that there? I mean, is this going to be an ongoing thing or was that it?
I hope they will be ongoing because the office that was represented at those hearings was recently stood up, and so they still have a lot of work to do. And I think that given our oversight duties, it'll be appropriate for them to come in and update us, and we certainly will have ongoing questions.
Now, what about transparency? When they do their investigations from here on out, as they're planned, I mean, there's a lot that they can't tell us because of obviously national security concerns. But do you think that the Pentagon is set to be semi-open about this with the public?
I think so. I think there's been a real shift in their thinking about these issues. You know, Maybe previously there was a stigma attached with information on sightings of UAPs or unidentified aerial phenomenon. And now I think there's more of an openness, and I think that part of the thinking now is the more open that they are about these issues, the more cooperation they can get from other governmental bodies